Okay, this is Frank from Gettysburg Historic Walking Tours, and we're going to do another video on secrets of the battlefield. And I am standing here in a little alley which leads down the road here to Baltimore Street, not far from the Adams County Courthouse. And this road or alley is called Wall Alley or Wall Street. And just when you think the name Wall Street, obviously you think of New York City. And back in the late 1970s, the borough decided that they would name or put official names to the alleys in Gettysburg as well as the streets. And this one was named Wall Alley, and it was named that for a specific reason. It was named that because a particular photograph that was taken after the American Civil War and the Battle of Gettysburg from the area between East Cemetery Hill and Stevens Knoll. It was taken about a mile in that direction, just beyond the Gettysburg Middle School, which you can see just over the roof of this building here. To give you a vantage point of where I'm at, there is the blue water tower that sits at the top of East Cemetery Hill, and just on the other side of that tower would be the Evergreen Cemetery Gatehouse. Over in this direction is the area of Culp's Hill, and if you look as I zoom in, you can see the very top of the Culp's Hill Tower there above the trees. But in this direction was a photograph that was taken looking right in this area. Now, the building that you see in front of us over here is the police department today. But back in 1863, that was the county jail. And that county jail was a two-story building. This front piece that goes up was not there. It just went straight. And just on the other side of the jail in 1863 was two more significant buildings, a public school and a church. And if we look over here, you can see the steeple of the church. And then over here, you can see across the street, the old Adams County School building. And I did videos on all three, 1, 2, and 3 of these buildings in the past, so you'll want to go back and watch those buildings. But the one we want to focus on today was what would have been the Adams County Jail. Now, the jail sat right here, same building as it is today, except there's an addition. But one thing it did have was a very large stone wall that surrounded it and had barbed wire on the top. Maybe not at the time of the Civil War it did not have barbed wire, but later in the later 1900s it did. And if you look in the old photograph that was taken from the area between Stevens Knoll and East Cemetery Hill, you can see the back of this building, you can see the steeple of the church, and then you can see the schoolhouse that was on the other side, and then there's a large American flag flying right here. But the significant feature, if you zoom into the photograph, was there was a large, probably 20 or 25 foot stone wall that surrounded the building, came back here, and then went around the other side. Maybe even on the front too, I'm not sure of that. But it was very significant. It was a very high wall, keeping prisoners from escape. And it's kind of ironic they have a fence back here today. But this stone foundation that you see is what is left of that original stone wall. And then there's the corner that would have turned and went up the side of the building. So therefore, when the borough named this alley here, they named it Wall Alley or Wall Street. So if you tell someone that you're in Gettysburg and you're going to Wall Street and they look at you like you're crazy, it's not you, it's them, because there is a Wall Street here. This has been Secrets of the Battlefield here on Gettysburg Historic Walking Tours. with historian Frank Patrick Marone Jr.